Alright, so dili na to sa yangon kay 2 hours lang ang limit sa ako diri as sa StreamYard because it is just a free, wala ko nag ano for a plan. So 58 minutes na lang ang ano na kulang. So alright, so we discussed a while ago for the philosophy foundations of educations and philosophy of educations, which as we discussed about ano siya, which is Avicenna, John Dewey, Plato, Aristotle, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Immanuel Kant, Herbert Spencer, and Freire. So this is our mnemonic for foundations of education in philosophy of educations, which is we have Avicenna, John Dewey, Plato, Aristotle, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Immanuel Kant, Herbert Spencer, Paulo Freire, which is our mnemonic that would be AJP, AJIHP, AJP, AJIHP. So dapat mosunod ka kay practice. It's part of practicing your brain para mas mag-sink in sa imuha ang learning sa mas mag-sink in ang imuha sa imuha ang information, sorry, mas mag-sink in sa imuha ang informations. Going back, this is our mnemonics for foundations of education in philosophy of education, which is AJP, AJIHP, AJP, AJIHP, AJP, AJIHP, AJP, AJIHP. A for Avicenna, J for John Dewey, P for Plato, A for Aristotle, J for Jean-Jacques Rousseau, I for Immanuel Kant, H for Herbert Spencer, P for Paulo Freire. Next, we are going to discuss developmental psychology. So, what is developmental psychology? It is the branch of psychology that studies how people grow, change, and develop throughout their entire life from infancy to old age. So, it looks at changes in physical growth, which is body and brain, cognitive abilities like thinking, reasoning, memory. Next is emotion and social behavior, which is talks about relationship, personality, and feelings. So developmental psychology, in short, it discusses or it tackles how we grow, learn, and change as we live. Why is it important? It is because it helps teachers, parents, and caregivers to understand the needs and abilities of learners at different ages. It guides how to support healthy development emotionally, physically, and mentally. Shapes better schools, homes, and communities for people at all stages of life. Example topics in developmental psychology is how babies learn to walk and talk, how children start thinking logically, how teens develop independence and identity, how adults build relationship and careers, how aging affects memory and emotions. Mano siya ang madiscuss sa developmental psychology. And famous developmental psychologists, we have John Piaget, Eric Erikson, Lawrence Kohlberg. John Piaget for cognitive development stages, Eric Erikson for psychosocial stages of development, Lawrence Kohlberg, a moral development. First, we're going to discuss John Piaget. He is famous for his theory, cognitive development theory. He explains how children's thinking develops in 4 stages, which we have sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, and formal operational stage. This learning is an active, step-by-step mental process. So, who is Jean Piaget? Jean Piaget is a Swiss psychologist famous for studying how children think and learn as they grow. He's known as the father of cognitive development. John Piaget is a father of cognitive development. Explanation. John Piaget believed that children actively construct knowledge as they grow. He emphasized that children's thinking changes in stages, and at each stage, their ability to understand and interact with the world matures. So, mag-agi og mga stages ang pag-construct sa knowledge sa mga bata. What is cognitive development? It's the process of how a child's thinking, problem solving, reasoning, and understanding of the world changes as they grow. So, in short, it is how children's mind develop over time. So we have four stages of cognitive development under kay PJ. First, sensory motor stage, ages 0 to 2 years old. Pre-operational stage, ages 2 to 7 years old. Concrete operational stage, 7 to 11 years old. And formal operational stage, which is 11 years old and up. First, we discussed first stage, the sensory motor stage, ages 0 to 2 years old. Here, the child or the infant learns through senses and movement, develops object permanence, understanding that objects still exist even without of sight. So here in sensory motor stage, infants learning through senses and movement. They discover the world by touching, tasting, seeing, and hearing. So, a key milestone, object permanence, which is understanding things exist even if not seen. So, bisan pa og ganang dili makita, kuan ang mga infant na naga-exist gyapon ang things. Like for example, sa kanang dula is peekaboo. 'Di ba? Pag kuan nimo nga bisag matabunan imuhang naong, ang infant nakabalog gyapon siya nga naara gyapon ka. What is object permanence? Object permanence is the understanding that object and people still exist even when you can't see, hear, or touch them. So in short, just because it's out of sight doesn't mean it's gone. Mo na siya ang kuan sa object permanence na it is not because na wala nakita does not mean nga wala ka or wala ang mga certain things. When does it develop? According to John Piaget, it develops during the sensory motor stage, which is aging 0 to 2 years old. Around 18 to 12 months, babies realize that things continue to exist even if hidden. So, ang katong zero example, if you hide a toy behind your back, a very young baby might forget about it instantly. But once they develop object permanence, they'll look for the toy knowing it's still there. Bisan pagtaguan nimo ang toy, nagabilive gihapon sila nga nag-exist gihapon ang toy. Why is it important? It is important because it marks a big step in a baby's cognitive development. It helps babies understand the concept of permanence and predictability in the world. And for memory, it's the foundation for memory, problem solving, and emotional bonds like missing parents when they leave the room. Kamantay ka sa mga bata nga muhilak pag inig ka ng biyaan ka dali sa mama. Second stage, we have pre-operational stage. Age 2 years old to 7 years old. Here, a child develops language and imagination. Thinking is egocentric, cannot see others' perspective. Pre-operational stage begins using language and imagination. Still egocentric, only see things from their own point of view, and struggle with understanding logic and others' perspective. So during this stage, child will still egocentric na for example kung unsay gusto nila kaunon nila, kung unsay gusto nila mao'y matuman, something like that. So dili pa sila kaayo kasabot nga dili tanan gusto nato matuman. So what is egocentrism? Egocentrism means that young children, especially during the pre-operational stage 2 to 7 years old, have difficulty seeing things from others person's perspective. In short, they believe everyone sees things and feels the same the way they do. Mo na siyang sa egocentric. Example, If a little girl covers her eyes and says, "You can't see me," she assumes that if she cannot see you, then you can't see her either. Or if you ask a 4-year-old to describe what toy looks like to another person sitting across the table, they might still describe what they see, not what the other person see. So why is it important? Because it's a natural part of early childhood thinking. Shows how children's thinking develops step by step from self centered to eventually understanding others' feelings and viewpoints. It helps parents and teachers adjust expectations and activities for different ages. Next stage, which is concrete operational stage, aging 7 years old to 11 years old. Here, the child can think logically about concrete objects, understand conservation, which is quantity stays the same despite changes in shape or form. In concrete operational stage, the child can able to think logically about concrete object and events. Understand concepts like conservation, quantity stays the same even if appearance changes. Katong sa baso gud na bisan paglahi na siya og sudlanan, panay pataas, palapad, ang pagtuo ang kuan sa bata ana is the quantity will gonna stay the same. Better at reasoning but real visible things. What happens in this stage? Children start thinking logically about real concrete things they can see, touch, and experience. They can now organize, categorize, and reason about object and events. In short, they understand how things work in real world. So diri ang stage ang mga bata na anay buot. What is conservation? Conservation is the understanding that quantity stays the same even when its appearance changes. Bisan pag balhino nimo og sulod ang katong tubig sa lahi nga sudlanan na baso, bisag na ipalapad pataas, ang pagkuan sa bata is even mag-change ang kanang ang sudlanan, however the quantity will gonna be the same. Ang sulod na tubig is still the same. For example, if you pour the same amount of water into a tall glass and a wide cup, a child at this stage knows the amount of water is still equal, even though it looks different. Before this stage, in the pre-operational stage, children might think the taller glass has more just because it's taller. So, katong sa pre-operational stage, nagdo ang mga batang mas daghan ang katong sa tall glass kaysa sa katong lapad na glass. It is because naa siya sa tall glass. However, sa diri ang stage, ang bata is there is a concrete operational stage. Ang bata kabalo na siya nga bisan pag ibalhin nimo as long as the same kuan lang siya quantity, bisan pag ibalhin-balhin nimo sa baso, kuan lang gyapon the same. So why is this important? Because it shows that children's thinking is becoming more logical and organized. They can solve problems, understand rules, and apply reasoning to real life situation. It's a key step toward adult like reasoning, though still limited to concrete, real visible situations, not abstract ideas. Still limited pagod gihapon. However, we have here the fourth formal operational stage, aging 11 years old and up. The child here able to think abstractly, logically, and systematically, and can able to hypothesize and imagine possibilities. So here in formal operational stage, from 11 years and up, the child can think abstractly and hypothetically and can plan, predict outcomes, and solve problems without seeing the actual objects. Develop advanced reasoning skills. So, what happens in this stage? The children and adolescents begin to think abstractly, logically, and systematically. They can understand complex ideas and imagine things they haven't personally experienced. They're able to hypothesize, test ideas, and think about future possibilities. So, in short, the children here, they can think beyond what they can see and imagine what could be. So kabalo na sila yung logical thinking skills. Examples. The child can solve problems like what would happen if gravity suddenly disappeared. Makabalo na sila unsay reason. Can debate about fairness, justice, and meaning of life. Can plan for the future and imagine different outcomes and test their own ideas logically. So, ang mga bata diri anay mga sakto nga buot. So, key concept, assimilations, which is adding new informations into existing mental structure or the schema. Accommodation naman, adjusting mental structure to fit a new information. So they could able to from the schema, from the assimilation. Pagdating sa accommodation, child can able to adjust their mental structure para madungagan og new information. And then equilibrium, balancing assimilation and accommodation for cognitive stability. So assimilation, it's adding a new information into existing mental structure or schema. When you learn something new, you try to fit it into what you already know. Example, a child who knows about dogs sees a cat and call it a dog because it fits their current idea of four-legged animal. So, ang bata, pag makakita sila og iring, nagtuo sila nga it's still a dog because it's four-legged animal. Accommodation, adjusting mental structure to fit new information. So during sa accommodation, when new information doesn't fit existing ideas, you change your thinking to understand it better. Example, the child learns that cats are different from dogs, so they update their idea or schema to include cats as separate animals. So sa assimilation, nagtuo siya nga ang cat is still a dog. Pag abot naman sa accommodation, kabalo na siya mag-distinguish that not all four-legged animals are dog. Next, equilibrium. Equilibration. Balancing assimilations and accommodations for cognitive stability. From the word equilibration. This is the process of finding a mental balance between what you already know and new experiences. It helps the mind grow and develop steadily. Example, the child's understanding of animals becomes more accurate and balanced after adjusting to new information. So, dari ang stage, ang mga bata, kabalo na sila think that a lot of animals is a four-legged animals. An accommodation and equilibration explains how children learn, adapt their thinking as they grow. It shows that learning is an active, ongoing process. It helps educators design lessons that encourage both building on old knowledge and embracing new ideas. And Piaget's importance in learning because it prepares young people for advanced learning, problem solving, and decision making. It's the stage where they develop skills for higher education, career planning, and personal beliefs. It helps them navigate complex social, emotional, and moral questions. Why it matters? Because it helps teachers and parents understand what children are capable of learning at different ages. And guides, sorry for the next is the guides how to create age appropriate activities and lessons. Reminds us that children are not little adults. They think and learn in unique developmental stages. Example, a child thinks all round fruits are apples, which is mona siya ang assimilation. When introduced to an orange, when introduced to an orange, the child learns that not all round fruits are apples and adjust their thinking. Mo na siya ang accommodation. In short, learning happens through active exploration and interaction with the environment. Children's thinking progresses in specific stages. Development involves balancing assimilations and accommodation. Next, we have Eric Erikson. Eric Erikson's psychosocial developmental. Erikson is famous for his theory, which is psychosocial development theory. It has 8 stages of life. He describes 8 stages of human development through infancy to old age. Each stage involves a specific crisis or conflict that shapes personality, like trust versus mistrust, identity versus rule confusions. But before that, who is Eric Erikson? So, Eric Erikson is a German American psychologist famous for his theory on how people develop their identity and social skills throughout life. So, what is psychosocial development? Psychosocial development, it's about how we develop our personality and relationships through challenges and tasks in different life stages. Eric Erickson's believe that human development happens in 8 stages across the lifespans. And at each stage, a person faces a specific psychosocial conflict that must be resolved. Successful resolutions of these conflicts leads to healthy personal development. So what are those? So here are the 8 stages of life according to Eric Erickson. First, we have trust versus mistrust. Age range 0 to 1 year old. And the key challenge or crisis here is learning to trust caregivers. And outcome, if resolved well, feel safe and secure. Second, we have autonomy versus shame and doubt. Age 1 to 3 years old. Uh, Crisis here are a key challenge, developing independence and control. And if resolved well, confidence and self control. The child has confidence and self control. Initiative versus guilt. Age 3 to 6 years old. Crisis taking initiative and leadership. And then if resolved well, sense of child has sense of purpose. Number four, industry versus inferiority. Age 6 to 12 years old. A crisis is mastering skills and work. And if resolved well, the child feeling competent and capable. Number five, identity versus role confusions. From adolescents, 12 to 18 years old, crisis developing personal identity. If resolved, the child has strong sense of self. Six, intimacy versus isolation, which is young adulthood. Crisis forming close relationships, ability to love and connect if resolved well. Seven, generativity versus stagnation, which is the middle adulthood. Crisis contributing to society and family. If they'll resolve well, they're feeling useful and productive. Number eight, integrity versus despair. This is the late adulthood. And the crisis will be reflecting life's meaning, and if it is resolved well, um, people or person has sense of fulfillment and wisdom. So what happens in this stage? So let us discuss first sa what they call this one sa trust versus mistrust, which is age 0 to 1 year old. Crisis will be learning to trust caregivers, and if it is resolved, the child feels safe and secure. So what happens in this stage? This is the very first stage of Erickson's psychosocial development theory. At this age, babies depends completely on their caregivers for love, care, and basic needs like food, warmth, comfort, and safety. Trust versus mistrust. The key challenge or crisis here, learning whether the world and people around them are trustworthy or not. In short, the babies think during this stage, can I trust you to take care of me? Mana siya dari nga stages, trust versus mistrust. And the positive outcome if trust is developed positive outcome if trust is developed, baby feels safe, secure, and loved, builds the foundation for confidence and emotional security later in life, learns to trust people and the world, learns to Learn to trust people in the world. Example, when a baby cries and a parent respond with a cuddle or bottle, trust is built. So, mao na siya nga kailangan di ang mabata. Like for example, pag maghilak sila, kailangan po di ay mag-respond ang mama para ma-build ilahang trust. And negative outcome naman if mistrust happens, baby feels unsafe, anxious, or abandoned. May grow up having trouble trusting people and forming secure relationship. So kabantay ka sa mga person na kanang pagdako nila karon na wala kay sila trust. So maybe katong baby pa lang sila wala na met ang kaninga pagpanginahanglan sa bata. Example, if a baby needs are ignored or met inconsistently, mistrust develop. Okay, so dapat i-balance, i-met yun ang needs sa bata during sa infancy. Next, we have autonomy versus shame and doubt. Age 1 to 3 years old, here developing independence and control. And if ma-met, confidence and and the child has confidence and self-control. So what happens in this stage? At this stage, toddlers start exploring their world. They want to do things on their own, like choosing what toy to play with, feeding themselves, or saying no. Makarelate na ako na kay baby. And ang crisis naman diri developing independence and control over their actions and choices. In short, can I do things by myself? Diri mako ang ilahang independence. If positive outcome, child gains confidence and self-control, feels capable and proud of their abilities, builds the courage to explore and try new things. Example, when a child is allowed to pick out their clothes or help clean up, they feel independent. However, if this dili siya ma-met, the negative outcome would be child feels shame and doubt about their abilities. May grow up afraid to make decisions or try new things. Example, if a child is constantly criticized or not allowed to try, they may feel discouraged and unsure of themselves. Ang mga bata, if dili ma-met ang needs nila during this stage, they feel shame. Like, dili sila ginadoubt nila ilang own abilities. Next, we have initiative versus guilt. Aging 3 years old to 6 years old, here taking initiative and leadership. And if ma-resolve well, sense of purpose. So what happens in this stage? At this stage, children become more curious, active, and eager to take on new tasks. Relate gid ko ani kay nga ni si Queenie. They start imagining, making decisions, initiating games, and asking why constantly. Ang mga bata diri ang bata is mga curious. And then K, challenge or crisis, learning to take initiative, lead play or activities, and make decisions confidently. In short, is it okay for me to do things to choose to explore? Di ba ang mga bata, mag-ingana na siya. Lapod. Kadali lang ha. Ay, hold on, dili pwede. And positive outcome naman, if ma-met, child develops a sense of purpose and leadership. Becomes confident in trying new things, expressing ideas, and making simple plans. Learns to balance independence with rules and boundaries. Example, a child who's allowed to help bake cookies or decide feels what game to play feels valued and capable. That's why i-allow na to ang mga bata na to do things on their own. If dili mo siya ma-met, ang negative outcome is child may feel guilty or trying to be to be child may feel guilty for trying to be independent, might hesitate to take initiative in the future or fear making mistakes. Example, if a child is often told, stop that, you'll mess up, or that's a silly idea, they might hold back and feel guilty for expressing themselves. So dapat as a parent or as a teacher, dapat dili daw nato ikon ang bata diri ang stage kay para ma-develop ilahang confidence, ilahang idea. And we have industry versus inferiority, age 6 to 12 years old. Crisis here, mastering skills in work, and then if it is resolved well, feeling competent and capable. So, what happens in this stage? At this stage, children enter school and start learning academic skills, social rules, teamwork, and responsibilities. They become focused on doing well, being productive, and mastering new skill like reading, writing, sports, and hobbies. Crisis here, learning to work hard, accomplish tasks, and feel capable and successful. In short, can I do this? I am good at something. Yan ang mga kuwan sa bata during that stage. And positive outcome, child feels competent, confident, and capable. Develops a strong work ethic and sense of achievement. Becomes motivated to keep learning and improving if mametning a stage. Example, when a child is praised for finishing a puzzle, doing well in school, or helping at home, it builds their confidence. So, dapat, if ever na mga maayong nga mabuhat ang bata, dapat i-praise nimo. Kumbaga, ikuan nimo ilahang effort, appreciate. If dili po siya ma-met, ang negative outcome ani is the child may feel inferior, incapable, or discouraged. Might avoid trying new things for fear of failure. Example, if a child is constantly compared to others or made to feel they're not good enough, they might lose motivation and self-belief. So, bawal gud nato i-compare ang bata sa lain nga bata. That's the biggest mistakes kay mawala ang confidence sa bata. Number five, identity versus rule confusions. Crisis, developing personal identity. If outcome will resolve, strong sense of the child has strong sense of self. So what happens in this stage? During adolescence, young people begin asking deeper questions like who am I? And where do I fit in? They explore different rules, beliefs, hobbies, friendship, and values to figure out their personal identity. So diri makuanan ang bata kung unsa ilang gusto, gina-explore nila kung unsay gusto nila sa ilahang life, gina-explore nila ang friendship, values, and to figure out their personal identity. So, crisis here, forming a clear and confident sense of identity while navigating social expectation and personal choices. In short, who child gonna question who am I, what do I believe in, what do I want for my future. And positive outcome, if the mametting stage develops a strong sense of self and direction of life, feel secure in who they are, what they value, and where they're headed, and can maintain healthy relationship while staying true to themselves. For example, a teen who explores different activities, styles, and ideas and is guided with encouragement eventually discovers what feels right for them. So dapat mga bata din hiya as a teacher suportahan nato, i-encourage nato, i-motivate nato sila kay para later on mabal-an nila kung sila ang gusto. And negative outcome, if dili ma-met, may feel lost, insecure, and unsure about their place in the world. Struggles with decision making and future goals. Example, if a teen faces too much pressure to conform or doesn't get support while exploring, they might feel confused or directionless. So dapat para magkaon ng bata, magka-confidence, tagaan nato sila og support, encouragement, motivation kay para healthy ang ilahang ang mga bata dila dapat tagaan nato og support para ma-develop ang ilahang um, ma-develop ang ilahang um, para ma-develop, dapat ang mga bata din hiya is tagaan nato og support, inspiration to develop a strong of self-direction in life. Next, intimacy versus isolation. This is a young adulthood, which is forming close relationship, the crisis, and the ability to love and connect if we're gonna resolve. What happens in this stage? As a young adults, people seek deep, meaningful connections, both romantic and platonic. They start building close relationships, like friendships and sometimes lifelong partners. This stage is about developing the ability to share your life, emotions, and dreams with others. The key challenge here, or the crisis, is forming trusting, loving relationship while maintaining a sense of self. In short, they question, can I truly connect with others, and am I capable of loving and being loved? Mo na siya diri sa stage of intimacy versus isolation. If mamet ni siya nga stage, the positive outcome will be uh, they able to build the ability to love deeply, trust openly, and form lasting bonds. Leads to emotionally healthy relationship and mutual support. Helps develop a sense of belonging and emotional fulfillment. Example, a young adult finding a partner, forming a deep friendship, or nurturing supportive family ties. If dili pa siya ma-met, the negative outcome will be they may feel lonely, emotionally distant, or afraid of closeness. Struggles with forming meaningful relationship, possibly leading to isolation or depression. Manang kailangan jud ma-met sa mga bata during this stage para dili sila ma-feel isolated or dili sila ma-depressed. For example, if a person fears vulnerability or avoids relationships, they may become isolated and disconnected. Oh my God. Murag nakarelate ko during a side. Next is generativity versus stagnation. This is the middle adulthood and the crisis here contributing to society and family. And if resolved well, feeling useful and productive. And this is middle adulthood around 40 to 65 years old. And what happens to this stage is in the middle adulthood, people focus on giving back, guiding others, and making meaningful contributions to a society and family. This could mean raising children, mentoring, volunteering, or building something valuable for future generation. Like, for example, this is what I do. Na gusto na ako maka-impact sa inyo ha, maka-contribute. Pero dili pa ako 40. Oh my God, 30 pa ako. Advance lang. Well, moving forward, the crisis here, finding purpose by contributing to others' lives and the community. In short, can I make a difference? Am I leaving something meaningful behind? Mo na siya ang mga question dira. And positive outcome, feels useful, productive, and connected to the world. Finds joy in helping others. Yes, this is what I love. Supporting younger generations and creating positive change. Experiences a strong sense of purpose and fulfillment. Example, a parent raising a family, a teacher inspiring students, or person volunteering in their community. Negative outcomes, they feel unproductive, disconnected, or uninvolved. Mga wapakels na, mabuhat na silang way pakialam. May become self-absorbed or feel like lacks of meaning. Example, a person who avoids responsibilities or feels stuck might experience emptiness or dissatisfaction. OMG, familiar. Well, moving forward, integrity versus despair. This is a late adulthood, around 65 years old and older. Crisis here reflecting on one's life, crisis will be reflecting on life's meaning and, if resolved well, sense of fulfillment and wisdom. So what happens this stage? In the final stage of life, people look back and reflect on the life they lived, their choices, relationships, successes, regrets, and memories. It's a time to find peace, meaning, and acceptance of one's life story. The crisis here makes sense of life's journey and finding either satisfaction or regret. In short, they have this question: did I live a meaningful, fulfillment life? And the positive outcome feels the deep sense of fulfillment, wisdom, and peace. Accepts life's up and downs with gratitude and grace. I love it. Looks back with pride and contentment. Contentment. Example, an elderly person who feels proud of their family. friendship, and contributions to others. Embracing both the good and bad is a part of rich life. And the negative outcome may feel regret, bitterness, or disappointment about missed opportunities or mistakes. Struggles with sadness, fear of death, or dissatisfaction. Example, someone who looks back with mostly regrets and feels life was wasted or unimportant may experience despair. So, in short, development happens in 8 life stages. Each stages involves a psychosocial conflict. Successful resolutions builds a healthy, confident personality. So, the quick mnemonic for 8 stages. The awesome individual is incredibly interesting in growing independence. The awesome individual is incredibly interesting in growing independence. T for trust versus mistrust. A for autonomy versus shame and doubt. I for initiative versus guilt. I for industry versus inferiority. I for identity versus rule confusion. I for intimacy versus isolation. G for generativity versus stagnation. I for integrity versus despair. The awesome individual is incredibly interesting in growing independence. The awesome individual is incredibly interesting in growing independence. Oh my God, nasa tabi ka parang